Hey everyone, it's Nicole from Headspace. Here for the energy check-in for the week. Tuesday night. Sorry, I'm tired. I don't know, it's only Tuesday, but it feels like it should be later in the week already. So I'm just gonna do a little energy cleanse and then we'll do a little reading and see where we're at for the collective. So all right, let's see. Let's get shuffling. We'll get some cards pulled. This is going to be just an energy check-in. So whenever you see this and if it resonates, then that's the message for you. I'm just going to do a general collective. I'm not going to do all the elements tonight because I just am tired. Sorry. All right, so how's everyone feeling? I feel like the energy is starting to kind of clear up and subside a little bit. I think everyone's kind of coming out of that eclipse energy a little bit, starting to lighten up, not be so heavy, not feel so intense. Probably start to see things starting to smooth out now. Just feel like the energy is leveling. So let's see what we have. Whoop. Make me work for it. All right. Yeah, so I feel like with coming out of all this eclipse energy, you're probably starting to see things like slip away or fall into place better. It's just the residual from the eclipse. Everything's kind of just starting to align, I guess is the word I want to say. So, okay, I got Butterfingers today. Sorry. All right, so, let's see, what do we have coming up? We have a full moon in Aries coming up, I believe. So, a little bit of fire energy we'll be stepping into. It might start making you feel like you want to move your ass a little. Where I feel like the last, month, everyone's been feeling like drained and energetically tapped out and not really wanting to do too much because we're just kind of more inward. So I feel like we're going to be stepping into some energy where we're going to be putting things into action is what it feels like. So I don't even know why I'm pulling cards. I could just sit here and tell you all the messages I'm channeling, but we'll see what the cards have to say too, I guess. Yeah. So if any of that's resonating with you so far, let me know. Of course, I'll repost this. So, you want to rewatch it or you missed any part of it, you can go ahead and watch it later. And also, I am doing monthly subscriptions, so it's 20-minute readings once a month. You can start and stop anytime. You can go on and sign up for the subscriptions. And then you can also go every month. You'll get a notification, and you can go and pick your time slot, whatever works for you. It's all virtual, so it's nice. You can even grab a little energy check-in on your lunch break or in the morning, whatever. So trying to keep it easy and simple. But yeah, been getting a lot of positive feedback from the subscribers so far. And I'm doing a little promo for this month for October. So if you join the subscription, the monthly subscription, we'll do for your first reading 30 minutes instead of the 20 minutes. So you get an extra 10 minutes on me. And those are $45 a month. So it's like a subscription box. It's fun. All right, so let's see what we have here. Definitely looks like some positive things, so that's good because I feel like we all feel like we could do with some positivity. All right, let's see what we're picking up here. So I feel like you're definitely starting to step into this new phase, this new cycle, this new book in the series that I've been talking about for the last couple of readings. It feels like this is kind of a continuation of that for some of you. So it feels like you're kind of like stepping out of that old stuff now, and I feel like that's kind of falling away. You're not really you're not feeling that same energy. It's not feeling so dark and heavy and draining. I feel like you're definitely starting to feel the energy lighten up, and you're starting to feel a release coming. I feel like it's not fully here, like right this second, but like I feel like you can see it, or you could feel it, or you feel like you can, kind of touch it. So I feel like the switch is definitely starting to happen more in the physical too. So I feel like you've kind of been, moving up the mountain. You've been hiking up this mountain for a while, and I feel like you're finally going to get to the top where you can enjoy that view. I feel like you're getting closer and closer and closer. Where it feels like before maybe you took the wrong path and you went the wrong way, and you've kind of been like zigzagging, which is also not bad because it might take you a little bit longer, but it's like a little bit more easy than just a direct straight up route where, it's probably going to be very intense. But I feel like the way that you've kind of been maneuvering now is like maybe you started going straight up the mountain and now you're kind of zigzagging up. So it's taking a little bit longer, but I feel like there's more intention in the way that you're moving. And I feel like you are really like putting in the time and effort to like make sure that you're taking the path that seems to be a little bit easier. So I guess like the path of least resistance. I feel like for a lot of you, you really are trying to call in like just a lot of abundance. And I feel like it's in all areas. So it's not just like bringing in money, but I feel like bringing in love, bringing in friendships, relationships. I also feel like just bringing more fun into your life, more childlike energy. So it feels like you're really focusing on making the moves to bring those things in for yourself, not just like going with the flow, going with the motion, which you are still trying to do, but it's like you're not being so passive about it. You're being much more intentional. You're being more intentional on like what exactly you're wanting to call in. I think you're realizing that when you are trying to manifest things, that there needs to be a little bit more like detail and precision to what you're doing. It can't just be like, I want to bring in a lot of money. Like you have to kind of be a little bit more specific, but also, allowing the universe to help co-create and guide you with what we don't know is behind the scenes, because that's always the thing, right? Just when we think we know what we're doing or we know what we're manifesting, and then the universe like switches things around and you're like, oh, I didn't know that was a possibility, but that worked out way better than I thought, or now this all makes sense. So I feel like that's kind of what's happening. I feel like you're trying to be more organized also with the way that you're manifesting and bringing in more money, abundance, love, and just fun in general, it feels like. So, I do feel like for some of you, there is going to be some type of like abundance arriving to you that is going to be a little bit unexpected. So I feel like it's more unexpected in the way that you're going to receive it. It's not necessarily that it's like, oh my God, I didn't expect to bring in money, but you've been like focusing on bringing in more money or whatever. I just think the way that it comes to you is going to be different, and that can be for anything, whether it's a relationship, money, a new home, whatever, a new car. I feel like it's going to come to you in a way that you are not expecting. So Spirit's just kind of, telling you to be open to receiving, be open to, whatever kind of comes your way. Also like just being open, like energetically and spiritually to listening to the messages that you're getting and the guidance that you're getting. I also feel like, I I feel like this abundance or whatever it is that you're calling in that's going to be unexpected in the way that it comes in is going to feel, it's going to make you feel like very supported as well. Like I really feel like you're going to feel the universe has your back in this moment. And you're going to be like, oh shit, like, okay, like I am not alone. Like my spirit team is helping, universe is helping, whatever, you know, your beliefs are, is helping, to really support you. And I feel like you're gonna really feel that support and really kind of recognize it. I also feel like some of you, I feel like, are wanting to start to do things that are, maybe you're being drawn to, like pick up a new hobby or like start doing something for yourself, maybe that is not, like it might be something just for fun though. I feel like it's something that you've been thinking about doing, or something that you've done in the past and you haven't, you know, done it in a while. Maybe it's like painting. You've been putting off painting for a long time. It's something that you used to enjoy. I feel like you're going to start picking that up, or like you're going to join a class, or you're going to start going to maybe like a group thing with it, or I don't know. It could be anything. It could be any type of lessons. It could be any, you know, artistic, or I don't know, anything, literally anything. It could be like puzzles, reading books again. It could be anything, but I just feel like you're going to start feeling like I am bored. I need something new to do, or I want to tap back in. So that energy is definitely coming through. I feel like also being in nature is really important as well. I feel like, depending on where you are, but where I am, we're stepping into fall now. Fall equinox has already, you know, happened. But now like the season is actually starting to feel like it's changing, you know, the trees are starting to slightly, you know, shift and change, in color. And I feel like that's really important right now to like be outside, enjoying that, like, you know, going and taking a walk in the morning when the air is still crisp. There's something like very, it's not spring, so it's not like renewal, but it is renewal in a way. You know, it's just like, I feel like with every cycle of like the seasons, there is like a rebirth, or just like a cleansing almost. Like you're changing with the cycles of, you know, the earth. So I feel like being outside is definitely important to help cleanse your energy, ground your energy, and then like charge your energy as well. So that definitely is coming through, making sure that you continue to like enjoy the outdoor activities as well. I don't know, for me, fall is like, it just feels so good for me. I don't know, I really, as I get older, learn to appreciate all the seasons, you know. I used to feel like winter was miserable, but it's not exactly my favorite season because I'm on the East Coast and it's cold and it's long and gray, but I do have a respect for it. You know, there is like a cyclical energy that happens with it, and I do feel like it is kind of the clearing out of the old, and you know, like you're getting ready for spring and it's almost rebirth, and I just feel like there is shedding and cleansing and whatever. So I feel like just appreciating the seasons, appreciating earth, appreciating you know, where you're at, and enjoying the outdoor space, allowing that to cleanse you and charge you. I also feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of organization happening right now. Like you're really trying to prioritize like certain things in your life, and you're organizing. And I feel like it's kind of like part of the seasons too. You know, I feel like with every season that we go through, there's kind of like a energy that comes with it. You know, it's like spring cleaning, and the holidays kind of get you in a certain mood. And it makes you think about certain things differently, or, you know, they come up a little bit stronger. So I feel like you're definitely in this organizational era right now, where you're just trying to kind of be a little bit more organized in the way that you want to move forward. I think like also in the fall season, we start to kind of reflect a little more. You know, we're coming out of the summer, you know, where you're kind of just like floating along and having fun and enjoying, and, you know, the weather's nice. And now it's like you're kind of, grounding back down and starting to prepare for what's ahead. And I think that that's definitely coming through heavily for a lot of you. And I feel like you're really focusing on organizing like workspace, finances, home, relationships. You know, you're just trying to kind of like, I guess, maneuver and fix things to shift in the way that you need them to, or that you're wanting them to shift for you. So again, you know, co-creating with the universe, but it's like you're setting the intention, you're kind of like organizing things in your head and your heart, and then like kind of giving that to the universe to be like, okay, this is what's next, like this is what we're gonna do. Again, I feel like for a lot of you, making sure that you are continuing to ask for help, whether it's your spirit guides or God or universe or whatever the hell you want to, you know, ask. Even in the physical world, if you need to ask friends or family or whatever for support, knowing that that's not a weakness, of course. But I just feel like I just feel like a lot of you are really trying to co-create with the universe more closely, and I think you are actually taking the time to sit and ask, you know, for help with all of the abundance and the organizing and everything that I've just talked about. So I feel like I feel like you're going to see it happen, and you're going to feel, again, I feel like with like that like windfall of abundance or whatever that I was talking about earlier, where I think something is going to come in unexpected. I think it's going to come in unexpected, but again, like I said before, it's going to be like, well, I was like asking for that or working towards that. I feel like you're going to really feel the connection between like your spiritual beliefs and asking for help and praying or whatever, and then kind of like seeing it all pieced together and like coming through in an unexpected but expected way. I also feel like for some of you, partnerships are coming in, and it's more about like detoxing and organizing again, like relationships and partnerships in your life, whether it's romantic or work or friends, family, whatever. I feel like you really making sure that your energy is flowing in a positive way, your vibration is staying at a higher vibration, and you're really making sure to clear out anything that is no longer serving you. I also feel like for some of you, some people are just falling off, you know, or stepping back or moving away, to clear out energy for new people that are going to come in and support you in the right way. And I just feel like, you know, you're also kind of in this energy of you're being a little bit more discerning about who you are associating with, or who you're in relationships with. I feel like you're being a little bit more choosy with who you're being generous with, who you're being supportive to, and vice versa, like allowing them to be with you. I think a lot of you are really just looking for a healthy, supportive, like partnership in your personal life, your career, romantic, you know, all aspects. I feel like you're really just wanting people in your corner that genuinely have your best interests at heart, that are going to support you, that are going to lift you up. And I think you're just really being mindful of like where you're putting your energy and where you're allowing energy to come to you. It just feels like if it doesn't feel good, you're not going to fuck with it anymore. It feels like you don't have the energy to give to anything that's not equally giving to you. And I feel like even if you're just maybe pulling your energy back a little bit, it doesn't necessarily feel like, you know, all these people are going to like just fall away from you. I just think like when you pull your energy back and kind of like refocus, that's when like people will start to step up, and well, they either step up or they'll, you know, fall off. But I feel like you will see people kind of step up in a way that maybe you weren't expecting, by pulling back and just kind of like keeping your energy close to you. For some of you, I feel like you definitely give too much. You're always overextending yourself. You're always trying to help everyone else. And I feel like you're kind of getting burnt out on that a little bit, and you're just pulling your energy back in, and allowing people to step up for you, which is not a bad thing. So yeah, and again, I do feel like, this all feels like very connected too. But like, as you're doing that, you really are like kind of looking within a little bit deeper than you have been, in the recent past. And I feel like this is very spiritual, reading is what it feels like. So if you're looking for surface, I don't do a lot of surface readings for the most part. This just feels very spiritually, like connected and guided. So I feel like you're just kind of tapping into your spiritual side more, and I feel like you're just feeling that energy more within yourself. Like you're feeling more connected to the universe. You're feeling more connected to just yourself, your higher self. And I feel like it's really kind of like uplifting for you and healing. And I feel like the more that you tap into that energy, the more that you connect with your higher self, the more that you pray or meditate or whatever, the more that you are going to be open to manifesting the things that you are doing, or you're trying to manifest in, or co-create. I feel like there's also going to be some healing coming in with that as well. But I feel like for some of you, you're going to feel like almost like miracles are happening, even small miracles, that it could be something small, but it's going to feel like a miracle to you because it's going to be something that you've been wanting, or that you've been working towards, or that you've been like, talking to the universe about. And you're going to see these little bits come in, and you're just going to be like, oh, and I just feel like that's going to deepen the connection with your higher self and universe and your spirit team. So yeah. I also feel like for a lot of you, again, like the spiritual vibe is coming through where you're just really like focusing on your life purpose, and wanting to be more like spiritually in tuned. I think you really are looking for more healing energy coming through, whether you're tapping into readings like this or getting personal readings, doing energy healing, maybe reading books that are more of the metaphysical, like genre. But I just feel like a lot of healing energy coming through for you guys. And I also feel like for some of you, you're wanting to maybe share what you have been going through or what you have been learning on a spiritual level with other people. Not necessarily like you want to like teach people. For some of you, yes, but just like be in a community vibe of like-minded people, where you don't feel so alone and you can kind of like connect on a different level that's not so surface. So yeah, I feel like you guys are also just like kind of practicing things in a different way too. Like your daily routine maybe is changing. I feel like your confidence is changing a little bit as well, because the more that you like tap into your own energy, the more you tap into your higher self and your intuition, the more it feels like you realize like your strength, and you realize like what you have to offer and your skills and your talents. And I feel like that really does help to like increase your confidence. And I feel like that's something that you're going to start to like put into practice more on a daily basis. Also, I feel like, again, spirit guides are definitely telling you like not everything has to be so serious. And I feel like you're also feeling like that. I feel like there's been a lot of serious energy for the last, recent past. And I think a lot of you are now starting to step into embracing more fun things, like, and it could be very simple too, it could just be like reading a book, or like I said earlier, painting or doing puzzles, or whatever it is that is intriguing to you or fun for you. It could be running, walking, it could be doing readings, it could be riding your bike, whatever, but just like little fun things, going for a walk in nature. Just things that make you feel good, make you feel alive, make you feel more connected to yourself. I feel like that is kind of the energy that you're stepping into as well. For some of you, travel is coming up again. I feel like there is an upcoming trip that is going to be very positive, possibly life-changing for you. Even if it's just like an overnight, you might be going away for the weekend, something to that effect, or it could be a big trip that you have planned. You know, fall is a nice time to be traveling as well. But I just feel like the energy that's coming with this trip or this travel is really going to just, I feel like there's going to be like almost one key moment if it's a short trip where it just kind of like changes your perception on things, and like just certain things click. And I think that's when you're going to start to see like the windfall of abundance, or the unexpected abundance, and like the miracles and that kind of stuff kind of like connect. But yeah, if you are planning a trip, or if you're thinking of planning a trip, like it definitely feels like Spirit's giving you the green light to go ahead and do that, because there is going to be something more spiritually, divinely guided during that trip. It's not just going to be like a surface level trip. So yeah, again, very spiritual reading, but I do feel like there is a lighter energy, there is a happier energy coming through. I feel like you really are starting to kind of like step into yourself, like standing more firm in your beliefs. I feel like you are, for a lot of you, really only saying yes to things when you want to. You're not saying yes to things because you feel like it's obligatory. I think a lot of you are moving past that energy. It's not fun for you. You realize that it's not fulfilling to, you know, constantly be giving and doing and not getting back in return. So I just feel like for a lot of you, you are stepping more in this like assertive energy for yourself, protecting your own energy. Yeah, so I just feel like you guys are definitely a lighter energy. I feel like there is a community that is coming around you. Like I said earlier, you know, you're kind of pulling your energy back into yourself, but I do see as you do that, like you are going to be attracting more like-minded people around you that are going to help to lift you up, support you. And I just feel like your energy lifting with that. And I feel like your vibration raising with that as well. So yeah, I just feel like you're kind of being more loyal to yourself. And when you do that, you're calling in more loyal relationships to you. So that, I think, is what I'm getting for all of this, all these cards. I don't know if I should pull a couple more cards. Let's see. We'll just pull a couple more while we're here. I kind of feel like I want to use these cards for a minute, so let's see what they have. Yeah, so again, if this is resonating with you and you want to tap in deeper, I do one-on-one readings, 30 minutes virtually, so you can do all of the booking online at headspacenewjersey.com, or it's NJ, headspacenj.com. Links are in the bio. If there's not a time that works for you, go ahead and send a message and we'll try and figure something out. And again, we do have the membership as well, the monthly membership that, like I said, a lot of people have been giving positive feedback, but it's just a one-on-one 20-minute, and I'm doing a promo for October that your first reading will be 30 minutes instead of 20, so you get an extra 10 on me. All right, let's see what these cards have to say. Yeah, so definitely, like just, I just feel like it's almost like the time change, right? Like we go through the time change, which I guess is coming soon, right? We have to fall back, spring ahead. So I feel like with the time change, but it's also like a time change within yourself. Like it's time to change is almost what I'm hearing. It feels like it's time. And I feel like you feel like it's time, and it's time, like you feel like it's time to make these changes. There's no other time to do it, you know, like now feels like the right time. And I feel like you are making these changes, And as you're making them, I do feel like you are being more flexible with the way that things are flowing. I feel like you're not being so rigid. I think you finally are realizing that the path of least resistance is like a legitimate thing, and that's kind of the path that you're wanting to take. I feel like you are just really tapping into like a very different energy of like your intuition. Like you're really tapping into your intuition in a different and deeper way. And you're just kind of like knowing things more deeper. And I feel like that's really, again, giving you like this different confidence that you haven't had before. But like it's all internal. It feels like all internal. And it's a lot of it just is healing again. You know, you're healing yourself and you're moving forward. And as you continue to do that, I do see good things coming. I do see a change in energy, a shift in energy. I do feel happiness. I do feel abundance coming in all different forms, miracles. You know, I just feel like this feels really good. And I just feel like you're on the precipice of this too. Like you might not be seeing all this right now, but energetically, like you're making that change, you're making that switch, and this is what is coming forward. So that is what I have for you guys. Very, again, intense reading, very spiritually guided reading. So yeah, let me know if that resonated. I will repost this reading tonight for everyone that missed it, so you can go ahead and tune in. And yeah, if you want to tap in deeper on a personal level, let me know. And I will be back on Friday morning. Thank you. I thought that was a beautiful reading too. Friday morning we'll do the week ahead. So I'll see y'all then. Have a lovely evening. Bye.